Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have what all I have melted and burned for the month of July, and as you can sort of see, I kind of forgot that I was doing this video this morning, so I did my daily routine and got up and lit these candles, which I always have these three of them across the house, just 3 candles. So anyway, I'm like, I don't want to blow them out. I literally just lit them like maybe a half hour ago. So, and it just dawned on me I had to do this video. So let's start on with this portion here. Basically, I'm going to show you guys what I have burned, completed, but also what I am burning, as well as what I have completely melted and what I just have a little bits left to melt. And if you can hear the crows in the background, I sure hope you can't, because I'm hoping my microphone will help disguise that a bit. But yeah, I've got a lot of crows around me, which is like cool, whatever. Anyway, let's start off with this candle here. You can see it's lit. So this is not fully completed. This is from the Rattle company here. And this one in particular, it doesn't have necessarily a scent note to it. It's just, I support the veteran voices of Canada. The Rattle Candle Company is veteran owned and operated out of, I think it was somewhere in Ontario. I bought a whole pile of them and I will definitely buy more. I really love these tin sizes for the bathroom. Now this one's got kind of, I know this is a little bit maybe outside of the season. It's got it's like some mild chai type spices to it or what have you. So I know it's a little bit odd, but this is like the perfect size to burn in my bathroom. As you guys can see, there is a little bit of wax buildup along the side, but generally what happens to this company for the most part is it's towards the end, as that flame is burning, it will actually melt down, and like the last one was completely flat. And I think there was the couple before that had a little residual around the wall of the candle, but otherwise did really, really well. So there's that candle there. This one's gonna be hard for me to show you the label. This is from Bath & Body Works, or from White Barn, and it is called Kiwi Starfruit Cooler. And I'm not going to read you the scent note descriptions because they're down below. But I think that we can honestly say between the name of this and what I'm going to tell you as a description for the scent notes is this is exactly how it is called. So I definitely get a sweet kiwi, almost like a tangy sweet kiwi. And I guess starfruit, I don't really know. I don't think I've ever had a starfruit before, but it's lovely. And it smells like, not tropical, but it just smells like a really, really nice fruit salad in such a good way. So I wouldn't say it's tropical. There's no coconut. I don't get any of that stuff, or suntan lotion, nothing of that sort. But when it comes to the fruitiness, it really smells great. For the burn, as you guys can see, we're more than halfway down on this burn, but again, as per usual, about 50% burned or remained. That's when I started getting some puny wicks. Now I trimmed the wicks after each burn, but I was getting some puny wicks there that I didn't have to trim the wick at all. So it kind of plays this game with me, as it will do puny wicks at a certain point and then it'll bounce back towards the end. I can't predict Bath & Body Works candles at all, but what I will say is that this is the Kiwi Starfruit Cooler. If this ever came back in stock next year, or if it's at the winter SAS, I would definitely pick this up again. It's a really, really like a strong throw as well. Like my living room, my kitchen, dining space, it all smells this. I really enjoyed that. So that was really good. And the last candle I'm going to talk to you guys about that is burning. Here's the lid. This is from Voluspa. This is a Pandora Lychee, or lychee, depending on how you would like to say that. And it's described as lychee, cassis, and Asian pear. I love these candles. These last, I think I started burning this at the beginning of July, and I burn this on the regular, like 4 days a week, probably, for at least 3 to 4 hours on those days I burn. And we're not quite 50% burned or 50% remaining. Beautiful candle. The strength on this candle, this particular one, I would say I already knew when I smelt this it was likely going to be a little bit on the lighter side. It is a little bit on the lighter side, but I can still smell it. This is what's on the island here that I'm filming on in my kitchen. But it's quite lovely. So I don't mind it. It's definitely a lighter scent. I really do enjoy this. I have so many of these. You guys, this is one of my top favorite candle companies. I'm really wanting to go into Winners and HomeSense to see if any of the DW Home or fall candles have dropped, because I'm starting to see some of you guys in the States showing us pictures that you guys are receiving candle drops at Winners and like HomeSense TJ Maxx and that, so I really need to go. So I'm gonna leave those ones off to the side. Now, because we're still on the point where we haven't completed, I'm just gonna show you the 3 things I haven't completed on wax melt. So we have Seashore Splash, Make Some Waves. I use one of these cubes in the bathroom. I still have 3 left, so that's gonna carry on to August's basket. It's a bit soapy for me. I don't know if I would repurchase it. This is Steve's Legendary Hair Fabergé Shampoo, Shaving Cream, and Brute Cologne. This is nice. So I had 2 clouds, so I've already cut up one. So I'm going to bring this 1 cloud over to my melting basket in August. Long and short of it is, it's very nice, but I probably wouldn't purchase like a ton of that. This one here is, and I can't remember the name of it. I don't know the name of this because the sticker came off, but it's like an Alice in Wonderland bathing garden, the big medallion that they do. I think it's like 8.5 ounces or what have you. They're beautiful. I cut them into like little pie shapes, and I cut those pie shapes into smaller ones as well. So anyway, they're in their regular pie shapes right now. This is really nice and fruity. Again, I'm sorry, I don't know where the sticker is. That does happen every once in a while, but this will also be carried over to my melting basket in August. All right, with that being said, let's go through the candles that I completely burned through in the month of July. So let's go back onto Voluspa. This one I completely finished in July. I think I was burning this most of July, but a little tiny bit of June as well, I want to say. This is the Barbados Grapefruit. Run, don't walk. I can smell it right now with the jar open, like the lid open. Man, it smells so good. If you like tart, sweet, like it's like a grapefruit with a lot of sugar on it. It's described as yuzu, peel, island grapefruit, tropical fruits, and teakwood. I don't get teakwood. I'm not a big teakwood fan, but you could see there's a little bit sitting on the top, but that was towards the very end of the burn here. It's a single wick. All of these particular jarred ones are a single wick from Voluspa, and I just really love this. This was so strong you could smell it through the whole house. Like we just have a rancher style house, but you could smell it through the 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. And I can smell it right now since I've taken this lid off. And I would highly recommend the Barbados Grapefruit. And then there's the Mojito something. And I haven't burnt that one, but I had one 2 summers ago. And it also was just like this. Super strong, super worth it. They are expensive, but if you can get them on a sale, depending on where you buy them from, I get mine from Sephora, so I always like to wait for like the sale or what have you. It is definitely worth the price because it takes me almost a month to burn through one of these. And I loved every single moment of this particular burn was so good. And then we have one of my favorite scents. This is Endless Weekend from Bath & Body Works, and this is described as Fresh Summer Mandarin, Sun-Kissed Magnolia, Blue Coconut Water. This is one of my favorite scents from Bath & Body Works, but unfortunately, this candle, you want to talk about puny wick syndrome, I had so many puny wicks. There is a bit of like a burn scorch mark up here from, I guess, one of the wicks. They didn't move or anything, so I'm not exactly sure like why, but it did that. Anyway, so as you can sort of see here, maybe if I hold it this way, you can see all the different striations, and that's kind of how long I burnt each time I did burn. Again, actually I didn't even have to wait till halfway. About 3/4 I had left. Only a quarter of it I had burned. And this sucker started doing puny wicks on me. And then the smell started getting sooty. And then I'm like, oh yeah, like that is your tip. I could still smell Endless Weekend, but it was buried behind all that soot. And it didn't really throw because of the puny wicks. When that happens, that just means that your wax, like your wicks, are not burning at a great rate, and therefore it's almost drowning in its own wax, because the wax is still warm enough, but it's, and I don't fix or finagle up my candles. I'm going to tell you guys how it is, and I'm going to struggle. Sometimes I struggle more than others. Was not particularly happy with that burn, which is so sad because it is one of my favorite candles. And then we have, again, from the Rattle Candle Company, the Good Idea Fairy. This is in, I want to say, oh yeah, it's bubblegum. Beat It and bubblegum scented candle. Again, these are small tins I really love in our bathroom. They work perfect for that size. The Good Idea Fairy is a mythical creature that sits on the shoulders of officers and NCOs and whispers in their ears pointless ideas for fixing items not broken and usually causing more work for troops and hopefully credit for themselves. I'm sure we can all attest to that. many of us, whether you're in the military or not. So with that being said, now let's dive into all of my wax melt empties. So here are my Better Homes and Gardens empties. I went through quite a lot of Better Homes and Gardens. It kind of fluctuated, right? I find that Sensationals does more like the holiday season, like some of my favorites, and Better Homes and Gardens does overall like their regular line, as well as like their like summer line. I think they do really well. Anyway, this was an oldie but a goodie. I wanted to get through this. It's one of my favorites. This is Better Homes and Gardens Vanilla Cookie Crunch. Great on its own, but also if there's a scent that you're melting in your wax melters that you don't really like, it's really great to add one of these cubes to that, and it will cream it up and make it all better. It's like a band-aid on your little boo-boo. It'll make everything better. I kind of mentioned that in my video last month. This one here is By the Pool, which is fruit, green, ozone, marine, and tropical coconut scent. So yeah, I really love this. This is not the first time I've purchased this, but it's very, very good. It's very beachy vibes, very coconut, you know, that very summery. You have to like coconut, I think, to want that. Again, this is the White Tahitian Woods. I've had this one before and I've really enjoyed it. And this is something I like to melt in the bedrooms. It's just like a real perfect balance of like a white floral and I don't know, white floral and just like summer vibes, like Maui. Like if you walked off the flight in Maui and you took in a deep breath, it's that's the floral scent that I remember. I've been to Maui twice, and it's just like that just beautiful scent that when you walk down the street, the flowers are constantly in bloom. It's just beautiful, that kind of thing. Loved it. Okay, so let's go into some of the smaller ones. This is Lotus and Pearl. And this one here is described as ozone green, fresh fruit, jasmine, lily, and musk. This was okay. I did this one in the bedroom. Would I buy it again? I don't know if I would. It was, again, it was okay, but nothing like groundbreaking. Oldie but goodie here. I will always, as long as it's being made, and I don't know if it's this one or something else that's seemingly being pushed out of stock, but this is sugared lavender twist, raspberries, orange, red fig, pink sugar, vanilla, orchid, lavender, vanilla sugar, and amber. This is a beautiful bedroom scent. I highly recommend this. Again, if it's still in stock, I think this might be the one that I've been hearing rumors that people saw this on sale in the US, and yeah, panic. I would panic too, because it's like, it is a great scent. So then we have a beach brunch, fresh squeezed orange, lemon slices, sugar berries, pineapple juice, whipped cream, waffles, syrup, and vanilla bean. This was actually quite lovely, very different, very citrusy, but yet bakery. So I liked it, but I don't know if I would go out and buy like more of it. I'm glad I tried it, but I don't know if I would get more. And then we have kitchen herb, which is described as purple basil, fennel, wild lavender, sage leaf, mint, and chamomile. This was a bit, I use this in the bathroom, like 1 cube at a time in my small warmer. I don't know. I don't think I like this one. It was almost soapy, but almost herbally, like real herbal lavender soap. I don't know. It wasn't my thing. And, you know, the bathroom's not a big deal because it's not like I hang out in there or anything, but so I didn't mind it for there. But anyway, the next one here is apple blossom and freesia, which is apple blossom, freesia greens, pear, raspberry, sugared currant, and apricot. This was lovely. I used this in the bedroom, really enjoyed it. Very nice balance. If I saw this again, or I think it's from the States, yeah. I'd probably pick up another 1 or 2 of these ones. It was quite lovely. Now we're going to go on to some strawberry. Sunlit Strawberry Patch is the next one I went through. This is strawberry, vanilla bean, green berry leaf, raspberry, and sugared scent notes. So yeah, it was nice. I do like a strawberry, but there's a fine line between chemical, like plasticky strawberry and real strawberry. And this was not my favorite strawberry scent. It wasn't authentic enough. I know that some vendors do strawberry very well. And, but I mean, I probably just wouldn't purchase this again, but it was nice. Maybe mixing that with the vanilla cookie crunch might be actually good. Didn't even think of that. Then we have white peach and daisy. And this one is Granny Smith apple, white peach, bergamot, daisy, rainwater, melon, cassis, lemongrass, and amber. So that's this one here. Again, I use this one in the bedroom. Really enjoyed it. It was very nice. So that was Better Homes and Gardens. So let's go jump into some Sensationals. All right, so I thought I'd pull some Sensationals. I got 1 Mainstays and 1 Goose Creek. These are one-offs each. Then I only went through 2 Sensationals. When I was looking at my melting basket for the month of August and starting to pull things, man, do I have a lot of Sensationals for Christmas. or the holiday season. There's a lot of stuff, as I mentioned earlier. They seem to do a lot more for the holiday season. And Better Homes and Gardens does a great job of spring at the other 4 seasons, probably spring, summer, and fall, I'd say. All right, so then we have a tropical fiesta. And this one here says passion fruit guava yum. And this was really, really lovely. It's like a really nice fruit salad. I 100% would agree with that. I'd probably buy like another clamshell of this. Not something I would feel like I'd have to hoard or anything, but it was really lovely. And the other one from Sensationals here is sea salt lavender, which is breathe in and breathe out. And it was a perfect balance of herbal lavender and some sea salt. I used this one in the bedroom and I really quite enjoyed it. It was very relaxing, so that was lovely. And then from Mainstays, they're half the size. In case you're new, they're half the depth of a regular size clamshell, and generally speaking, half the price, at least in the United States. Here in Canada, that's a whole other story. Anyway, frosted berry cupcakes is strawberry cupcake batter and vanilla buttercream. And yes, it definitely does have all of those in there. Definitely more authentic, surprisingly, than even the strawberry, just straight up strawberry, that one from Better Homes and Gardens that I just mentioned. But this is lovely. Again, I'm no Mainstays, unless there's a scent that really stands out to me, I don't really pick them up. So I think I was like, oh, spring is coming when I got this. I was like, oh, I'll try it. It was nice. I probably wouldn't go out and hoard it, but something I would hoard. Goose Creek does not ship to Canada, so I have friends in the United States, which is great, who will allow me to place orders, have it sent to their house. We'll wait for the box to fill up, and then we'll send them out here. Thank you, Teresa. This is Goose Creek Strawberry Jam. This is recommended to me by my friend Ramona Talk here on YouTube. And I have one more of these left. And I think I probably had 6 at one point the last time I ordered. And every so often I find myself looking at the Goose Creek website, but I haven't looked lately. I know they did a sale probably for Mother's Day. I think they might do an end of summer sale soon. And that's when these things in American dollars go down to about $2 each, because they're almost $5, I want to say, or $4.50 or something like that normally. Anyway, and I'm Canadian, so we have to add even almost double that for our prices here. So anyway, really love this one, highly recommend. All right, so let's talk about the bathing garden. So I think I mentioned when I had this melting basket last month that I had a lot of bathing garden items that were summer related. So I don't have sent no descriptions for any of these because bathing garden does not do that. But I will say I loved all of these, whether they were fruity or they were more of a tropical coconut or a salty number. I'd say I think they should have it on their website still, like the line where like salty siren, salted margarita, salted avocado, salted whatever. Those are fabulous. They're such a lovely, man, that crow can shut up. Holy cow. Oh, holy crow. Anyway, so with that being said, this one here is Take Me to the Sea. This is just like a beautiful, like fresh, tropical type scent. Love that one. And then this one is Mermaid Tears. Very, very good. This is probably one of her most popular summer scents. Another one of her top scents, Salty Siren. So it's like, what is it? It is obviously salty, but it's almost like a margarita, not quite, but it's a bit more sweet than that. And then we have Tan Lines, which is a perfectly beautiful, like, not Boom Boom Cream by Sol de Janeiro, but something similar to it, because I do have something from them that is actually that scent. But this is very similar to it. It's very Tan Lines, very like sunscreen, beach vibe. And we have Pirate Punch, which this was really, really lovely. This is like your typical 80s child fruit punch mix. Loved it. And as a person who was born in the 70s and pretty much grew up most of my life in the 80s, the fruit punch smell, very nostalgic for me. All right, so the next up we have Zate. So I have quite a few from Zate because I noticed that I had a lot of summer and I had a lot of fall. So I still have a lot of fall items from them. I haven't placed an order for a while. I'm trying to get through some of my stuff before I place an order because I'm trying to really limit my storage capacity for wax. And I mean, I do have some orders coming in. So blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Anyway, this one here is Pineapple Fizzy Pop, and this is fresh cut pineapple and bubbly citrus fizz. I'm finding that the longer I've held these fizzy ones, and this is from 2021, they almost smells like flat pop. Does that make sense to you? The flat pop. I don't necessarily get the fizzy. I want the fizzy, but I like this one, but I feel like I let this sit too long. I think my tip to myself would be, if I have anything with fizzy notes in it, to melt them right away, because I feel like that goes away. So there's that one. This one's Luke's Diner, which is fresh coffee, apple cider, donuts, and vanilla cream. Lovely. Great coffee scent. I love melting coffee scents throughout the great room on weekends or my days off. So that was great. Then we have Beach Bum, which is coconut, vanilla, sugarcane, summer fruits. Again, I've had this before. I've had it in scrubs. I've had it in soaps. This is a wonderful scent. 100% recommend. That is definitely a repurchase for me. This is Magnolia's Cafe, oatmeal cookies, fresh coffee, caramel drizzle, sweet cream. Love this. I love coffee scents. There's very few things with coffee being the #1 scent and other scents described being the best, like the 2, 3, 4, 5. I love them. I love getting Zate. I love getting most vendors samplers when they do coffee samplers. So that's how I got a lot of these. Some more of these we're going to discuss are also coffee from said sampler. Speaking of which, we have caramel praline latte, sweet caramel, sugar pralines, and freshly brewed coffee. Gorgeous. Loved it. Oh man, it smells so, so good. And then we have beach towels, lemongrass, coconut, and freshly washed towels. This one I did in the bathroom, one little cube in the bathroom warmer. Great. Again, this is not the first time I've purchased this, and I would definitely repurchase that. And then we have beach bonfire, bonfire embers, sea salt, driftwood, and soft vanilla. Very, very lovely. Nothing too crazy. I don't know if I would purchase this again. It's not like something I wouldn't say is like I would feel the need to purchase next season, but it was lovely. I didn't hate it at all. And then we have Fiji, which is cocoa butter, pineapple, coconut, tropical fruits. And I think this is, again, very beautiful tropical scent. Bora Bora wax melt, which is cocoa butter, coconut, and tropical fruits. I've had this before. Love this one. Very, very tropical-like. And the last one from Zate before we hit the bags, because I have a few bagged items I've completely gone through. This is Cafe du Monde, fresh baked beignets, hot espresso, fluffy whipped cream. Yum. And it was like a cafe. Like when I left the house and came back in, it smelled like a cafe. It was great. I loved this one. Then we have some bagged items here from various places. This was my last thing. I have some stuff coming to me from Southbound, but this is the last of my cafe cream puffs. One of my top favorite coffee scents. I think Ramona can agree with me on this as well, from any vendor. So this is described as roasted coffee beans, buttery pastry dough, creamy vanilla custard, and sweet cream and confectioner's sugar. They're in the cutest little shapes ever. I love them. They're just like the right size for you to just plop into one. I don't normally have to cut them or anything, but you can if you'd like to. Anyway, love this one. I don't have any more coming to me, nor do I have any left in my stash, but I would definitely order some more of this. And when I do, generally speaking, I will order like 2 to 3 bags, and that will last me like a year and a half. So yeah, I love that one. And this was a Bath & Body Works candle that I chopped up, a 3-wick candle, just similar to these, but it was a full candle or what have you that I froze and cut. Anyway, I'll put a video up here to show you guys what I've done there. So this is coconut cream pie. This is described as toasted coconut flakes, caramel, custard, and golden pie crust. Love this one, and that's why I kept it. I think what happened is I burnt the whole candle, loved it so much, and there was that little bit left at the bottom of the candle, and I froze it, popped it out, popped all the wicks out, and then cut it up because I loved it that much. So it did really, really well. Love that one. And then we have all these bags. So yay. Destination Wax, I have a couple here. Mango sticky rice, great one. This was and will be a repurchase for me. Thai sticky rice with fresh mango slices, great. And then we have blackberry ginger ale, which again, I feel like it's just my nose. I've had this for a while as well, so it's not the fault of the vendor, but I've had it for a while. This is sweet tart blackberries and crisp, refreshing ginger ale. I melted this because I wanted to, but also I'm like noticed that the ginger ale again became flat. Like I can definitely smell the essence of a ginger ale, but put that ginger ale in the fridge for a week, crack it open, like it's flat. It's sweet, and you get all that really yummy sweet smells, but not necessarily ginger ale. So I think that's the fault on my end, but I really do love those. I love that combo too. One from Zate, we have Yum Yum, which is ripe mango, crushed pineapple, and coconut. It was a really cool shape that I cut up into many pieces. Really great, perfect tropical scent, especially to get you in the mood up here in Canada in the month of July, because you know we'd wait this long for sunshine and good weather and it only lasts a short time. Then we have a few items. Oh, we have quite a few. Oh my, we have a few items from Vintage Chic Scents. So let's go. God, That's Good. I have a backup of this. It's a great one. I would probably get it in a Blossom bar if I could. This is fresh blackberries blended with rosemary, mint, and shaving cream. This is so good. Billy Butcherson, which is Nyla wafer, coconut cream pie, pumpkin, and Palo Santo. It was okay for me. I'm not a Palo Santo fan, so I think I got this in a mystery box. Again, it was okay for me, but I enjoyed it. One of my top favorites is Sweeney's Barbershop, and I do have this in 2 Blossom bars, I believe. Fresh strawberries blended with minty shaving cream. 100%, obviously, when I say a Blossom bar, it is the largest size or largest amount of wax you can purchase from Vintage Chic Scents. And I have 2 of them because they're going out of business. They're going to be closing down their business at the end of 2023. So I got to make sure I have some. We Go Together, which is ripe strawberries and juicy mango blended with sweet coconut cream. Wonderful, yummy. And the last one from VCS is Icy Breath of Death Upon My Neck. Coconut eucalyptus, vanilla sandalwood, and iced peppermint. I definitely got the eucalyptus and I got the peppermint. I wouldn't say I got so much of the other stuff. It was nice, but I don't think I need it in like a large form, but they were great. Then we go on to, we have 1 thing from the Bathing Garden and 2 things from Super Tarts. And these are their BAM bags, which are basically chunks that are cut up. 3 of these clamshells worth in each of these bags. So this one was Magically Delicious. This is one of her OG scents, one of the very first scents I ever picked up from her years and years ago. This is sweetened cereal, marshmallows, and sugary milk. This is lovely on its own, but it's really great blended with things too. So that was wonderful. And Bloody Face. I've repurchased this a few times in different sizes. This is Blood Orange, Rain, and Pink Sugar. And I love this one in the bathroom. And I just finished it actually the other day. It's wonderful. And again, I don't have scent note descriptions for Bathing Garden because they don't do that. I wish they did. Wake Up Alice. So it's just a fruity concoction. It was the Alice in Wonderland collection that they did. I bought this probably 2 springs ago. Anyway, it was a big medallion. Again, it's like an 8.5 gram or so. I can't remember. But chop it up into little like pie pieces. So really enjoyed that as well. All right, you guys, that was everything. That was quite a few items, because when I looked back on this, I'm like, wow, my basket's really full of all those empties. So I am very happy with my progress, and I actually went down a bin. I was able to put things together. I do have some orders coming in, but they're nothing really big. I think the next big order will be like my friend Teresa and I going shopping virtually for me for wax melts for Better Homes and Gardens and Sensationals for the fall, and they've got to be coming out any day now. In the States, they do fall so early, so I'm surprised they're not already out. But also, Super Tarts is their Wax Wednesday sale, but I won't get their items. It's a pre-order, so I wouldn't get those until probably February or March of 2024 when I place the order in November. Things like that, but I'm trying to get it down to like 3 bins. I've got 4 bins of actual product and 1 bin of just extra bags and soap cutters, which I would use for cutting wax melts and things like that. So whereas the candles, I kind of went on a little crazy candle binge lately, so I gotta slow my roll. There are a few scents and candles that I really want to pick up for the fall from Bath & Body Works, which is very rare, I know, but there's a couple scents that I love, and if I can get my hands on them, great. I don't really care about those fancy things from Halloween. I know they're already rolling out their Halloween at Bath & Body Works, but nothing super intrigued me. But I do love a couple of their scented candles, which I know will come out soon, and a couple for the winter as well. So then I need to slow my roll. All right, you guys, with that being said, thank you so much for watching this extra long video. And as always, be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye, guys.